Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Higurashi when they cry. Chapter 3, Tatarigoroshi. I am once again joined by my straight man, Griffin. Say hello, Griffin.
You ever seen a dead body?
No, can't say I have.
Oh,
Have you?
I mean, yeah, I've been to funerals.
Oh. You know what, fair enough. I wasn't thinking
Yeah,
about that. I
they're
thought you...
playing a Ryukishi VN, AJ. You gotta think like that.
Last time, Keiichi fucking killed a dude. Takano
Come
told him, don't tell us about this. So naturally, you think everything should go smooth and sailing from now on. But then we all
Most
both
movies,
remembered, and Griffin reminded me that Keiichi is Keiichi. And he can
Kichi.
fuck up any situation.
Yeah, leave
So,
it up to him.
let's see how he fucks this one up. At first, I thought it was a dream. I stared at this strange sheet, not really understanding
I've
what it
been these
was.
weird dreams lately.
Like, is any of this real or not? I didn't after it, nor did I ridicule it. Fact was, the boring view was the ceiling of my own room, but I realized that for a fairly long time. Yes. I thought I'd been dreaming, but I actually been staring at the ceiling the whole time. Lethargy induced by the voices of the cicadas. Even after I realized I was awake, I couldn't draw forth the energy to sit up. Why are you speaking so vernacularly all of a sudden? Everything I see, everything I hear, everything was like a television broadcast that already ended. It was hot. So hot I could choke on the heat. My back was moist with night
Hot.
sweats, and it felt gross.
Pizza.
Unable to endure it any longer, I tossed in my futon, finally bloodstained... wait, what did... I'm sorry, what did he say? A
Hmm?
blood started coursing through my brain. I lazily recalled
Yeah,
the long day I had yesterday. The reality is I lay here listening to the voices of cicadas, and yesterday so different from it. The Higurashi never cried after he killed Satoko's uncle, right?
nope.
So it's not
They stopped.
over. When evening came, I went to school, called him out, and got on the phone.
No, like they cried and then they stopped whenever he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went, slipped down. I can remember what sort of emotions I let control my body. They're all like, they all go, ooh. It's very hard to dig a hole for the body. A feeling of rain pelting down on me, I don't think I'll ever forget it. The rain, the mud, and the sprays of blood. Sensation of floundering in the swamp. The met Takano-san on the way home. I was good no matter how I interpret it. It's the most
Yeah.
unfortunate, uncalculated thing that happened that night. Everything would have been perfect if only I didn't encounter her. She said she wouldn't tell, just leave it be. Ha. I was just riding my bike with my shovel in one hand, through the downpour utterly soaked. There was no way someone could surmise I was a murderer by burying a body from just that information. Now I was thinking calmly, napping under the morning sun, that's what I thought. Still, the more I think about Takano-san's eyes, it seemed like she understood. Takano-san, she knew that I killed someone, buried them,
She knew.
and that I'd be on my way home,
Does
exhausted.
she know?
Takano-san wouldn't get anything from sending me out to the police. But that didn't make me I could feel at ease. I crossed such a bridge to get to my tranquil life back. And I finally achieved it as a result. And I'm noticing his language. He says to get my tranquil life back. He's not saying to save Satoko from abuse. He's thinking very selfishly right now. Which is where he's starting to lose me. I have a choice, my body, Keiichi. You didn't have a choice at a time. You were tired. You were a mess. If you had made the decision, you might not have been able to kill her. I have beaten you instead. As since parting ways uneventfully could have been the safer option. No matter how sharp Takano's intuition was, she had no proof. Her suspecting me amounted to evidence by itself.
理屈じゃ分かってるさ。でも、だからって何の心配もないってわけじゃないだろう。
Just worry about it when the time comes. Now isn't the time to be worrying. It's
Hey.
happy music! Happy music! Yay! Time to be smiling, right? Ah! You accomplished so much! Just gained a new life starting today, didn't you? Then you should be happy in this new morning. Remembering the past too hard for you. Then just gonna accept that it never happened. You said so yourself! You buried it all like it never happened. Well, your wish came true. Everything before yesterday never happened. So be happy, my body, Keiichi.
わーい
Yay! Yay! Yippee! Griffin, why aren't you
You like every single time that you said something, your voice like just got completely cut off by your microphone, so I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, well, I hope the recording picked that all up. The number turned up weren't all that bad. I really like that dice metaphor. Maybe I have a gambling problem. Grabbed the chest of my pajamas and flapped it back and forth. Cool air blew on my sweating body. Okay. Nothing more yesterday happened. Nothing! Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. What time was it? About midday. Get myself up and going to school this late seems kind of absurd. What the fuck, guys? Do you just not make sure I go to school? Fuck all of you. I'm surprised he didn't get a cold for being out in the rain that long. My lazy body immediately became lighter at the thought. Rolled up out of the futon, bounced on my knees, and leapt upright.
10.0
Stuck out my chest with pride in like a gymnast-like pose and took a deep breath of fresh air. The brisk morning air has been gone for a while, placed by the crisp air of summertime. Whoa-oh. Downstairs, I got a stern talk to my mother. Where were you last night? When did you get back? You didn't tell me when you won't be home for dinner. Things like that. Sorry, Mom, was out murdering people. Accomplished yesterday. A little scolding was no problem. In fact, it even felt like sort of thing that would happen in such a peaceful life. Man's in hard denial right now. Holy shit. Around the lunchtime break.
Everything is perfectly fine.
People were probably worrying about me. Didn't go to the festival. Now I wasn't at school.
Killing a man has no consequences.
Oh, maybe they weren't too worried about it. Since they would have gotten small pieces of news, but a happy one from Sata called today. She's like, oh yeah, my uncle's home last night. Keiichi would just like completely fucking like explode like a Lego. Like a Lego.
Where is the Squidward? It's like the nose shrinks.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm not missing anything but fucking coping right now.
Oh yeah.
But no, the police said that. The police said he fucking left. So I'm assuming the game is not misdirecting us that he actually did not kill Teppei. What if I ever be a
The police
master?
said that he left.
They said he left on motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
And the subtitle said Teppei, and that was his voice. They wouldn't trick me like that, right, Griffin? Keiichi would never take advantage of my innate gullibility.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Also, to top it off, Satoshi was definitely there.
Oh right, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
In the,
Remember he
in the-
spoke to Keiichi?
Yeah, I kind of forgot that in lieu of the murdering and the talk and all.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I never come to school so cheerfully today. I murdered someone. School gate came into sight. Just then I heard Principal ring the bell and mark the end of lunch break. It was clear, refreshing sound. Despite myself, and let myself take it in. Tap. Stop suddenly. So there was an extra footstep. The noise, the blessedness I was feeling through my whole body was drew into any pore it could find. For a place that felt like hundreds of hairy caterpillars were climbing up my feet. Turn back, of course. No, but uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh. No, come on.
Oh.
Oh, no.
A single footstep. Damn it.
I'm being followed again. Maybe that jumping sound they heard last chapter was the same thing that's following Keiichi. Oh well. Those footsteps should have ended with yesterday. So I've heard them again today. Maybe they don't appear when he only appear when he's in extreme paranoia. Because even like, he was paranoid last chapter, but once Satoko went missing, he kind of like those feelings overrode his paranoia because he was ready to confess. Maybe he only follows him when he's hiding something. Because this is it. This is going to be the lie he tells. The thing he does not apologize for. So, man, like,
and I was looking for this the whole time.
Yeah, then
The Squidward shock.
Don't worry, I put that back when you said it.
Yeah.
Satoko. She was here. Mio was here too. And Nana, of course. Even Rika-chan was here. Tomita-kun and Okumura-kun were here. In fact, I didn't see any missing classmates. If she was missing, they would have to be my own. Took my shoes off and stuck them in, and took out some slippers. I always forget Japanese students have to do this. Wasn't a single pair left in the shoebox anymore. With that, they returned to their rightful state. Wait, so walk in and fucking Satoshi is there? There's one pair of slippers left. Huh? Whose?
Hojo Satoshi.
What? I was joking!
Huh?
I was joking! I was joking!
Huh?
How does this keep happening? Griffin, how do I keep making jokes that come true? This happened all the time in Umineko, right?
Make it another Squidward shock gift.
How do I keep doing this? Guys, I swear to God, I've never played this game before. A part of me sensed like, it'd be funny if Satoshi appeared right now.
Yeah, Rena shocked.
What is that fucking shot? Holy shit.
Character's about to go crazy.
Okay, we gotta stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about
that? I'm sure it's just someone made a mistake. Alright, he's not in that classroom. He's not in that classroom. No way, no way, no how.
I just think, nah.
I was superior about that. In fact, I felt an awesome familiarity with him.
Yeah.
A misfortunate bond. Someone I never met due to following the same fate. I headed down the hallway towards the usual classroom. Felt like it's been a whole year since coming here. Hey, did you forget more about our Keiichi? Satoshi Hojo didn't really disappear on the night of Watanagashi, did he? Hojo Satoshi disappeared a few days later. On Satoko's birthday, if I was right. I don't know what day it was, but I couldn't say for sure it was avoided Satoshi's failure unless I remained here past that day. Is that the day he keeps fucking dying?
Don't know.
He came to the classroom. The other door clatter opened. The one teacher wouldn't use it. So everyone turned all at once to see it arrived. Or it looked pretty vacant. Well, I'll greet them. What? Is everyone not gonna remember me? Is it gonna be like Satoshi's always been there? And that Keiichi and my daughter never existed? Guys?
Silence.
Guys? Please tell me you all know who I am, right? Okay. Whew. Hi. It's, yeah, okay. Ooh, I did not get Roxas. Hear me on and let us cheerful voices. Maybe realize how dumb those dark feelings I've been having at the entrance really were. Festival at all, remember? Before I could say that, Rika-chan smiled at me. Has he ever seen it before? Did he see it in chapter 1?
Yeah, John chapter 1.
Okay.
Saw the whole thing with the hoe. He like tears open the mattress.
Oh, okay, he did, yeah. It's been a while, forgive me. You know, starts laughing at the memory as she slaps me a few times on the back.
それであの射的屋の対決って結局どうなったんですか？
Tabidoku was facing and talking to me. What the fuck's happening? There was nobody behind me. But now he was talking to me?
あれは結局富武がビリだったのですよ。みんなで楽しく罰ゲームをしましたです。
But dead last, not. I thought she said he turned up dead last night. Okay.
実質ビリみたいなもんだったじゃない。あそこで起死回生の大技でガムをゲットとは、さすがは我が部の部員、見事だったよ。
Right at a time like this, if you only Fureta would be allowed to do. Okumura-kun breathing heavily from his nose. Why couldn't that be voiced? My direction. Everyone laughed. If anyone but Rika-chan had done it, it would have been against the rules. Rika-chan gave one of her Nipa smiles as she listened to it. In my direction. Fureta too turned to me. No, turn towards me. Then with a somewhat embarrassed smile, she whispered me something that I could hear.
でも本当にありがとね、ケイチくん。
もう何がだよ。
あのでっかいぬいぐるみ、すっごく嬉しかった。大事に枕元に置いてるんだよ。ちゃんと寝る前にお休みのキスしちゃった。
Let's laugh at that. Sharon and Jiren, what the fuck? This whole time, the conversation been a little bit off. Wasn't quite getting it because I'm stupid.
どうしたって？
どうしたって、ほら、昨日のお祭りでみんなで頑張って落としたよ。でっかいぬいぐるみ。でっかいぬいぐるみ。
Her just seemed taken aback when she answered when she did with a smile.
なかなか倒せないから額を狙ったり素早く何発も撃ったりしていろいろと試したんだよね。それでケイチ君鉄砲を何丁もあらかじめ
You know, I really do feel like Roxas right now.
Oh, hey, that's that was
What happened in episode chapter 1?
that's yeah, that's what happened in chapter 1.
あの後の飲み会でさ、
Hmm.
町内会の会長連中にもケイちゃんの評判すごく良かったんだ
And
よ。
she mentioned Shion made a pass at me, so what happened at that chapter 2?
子供会の君吉徳造会長だったかな。次の祭りではぜひケイちゃんに
Did he like become Satoshi and Keiichi went out to the festival? My brother-son is great at making things sound good, isn't he? Yep, whenever he talks about something, it seems a lot better than it actually is. I guess that's his superpower, that's his charisma.
Yes. He's got like 10 charisma set.
I don't feel that tense sad. It feels like a fucking 2 to me, to be perfectly honest. But whatever, citizens of Himanazawa.
さっきから何の話だよ。だいたい俺
They didn't go to the festival in the first place. I swallowed those words.
Hmm.
I didn't know exactly why. But in Himanazawa, this is what had happened. Yesterday, during the Watanagashi festival, my brother Keiichi had appeared. And he had romped about with all the usual members of his club.
Hmm.
He made a big scene at a few stalls, snatched by a few sticks of takoyaki, and okonomiyaki in his glee, randomly delicious and terrible. Everyone happened in chapter 2. Didn't see a junk against stuff. Animal practice game, everyone went for it. That happened in chapter 1. Yeah, so both chapter 1 and chapter 2's Watanagashi festivals happen. Is that what I'm gathering?
Hmm.
Like bits and pieces of them. Except the
Yeah, like, I guess kind of, yeah. That's what they're kind of implying.
Film came to close, so we saw Rika-chan's offertory dance. There was a ton of people squeezed in there. We got separated, but we managed to get in good positions to cheer Rika-chan on from. In the middle, when Shion came up and asked me to hang out with her instead of watching the dedication dance, I said, no, I'm gay. Stay put and watch the dance until the very end. That I was trying to pull away to look at the festival. But who was that? Well, everyone's been saying it was, haven't they? My Bada Keiichi. I should yell and anger my classmate. I had so much fun talking about yesterday's festival with my brother Keiichi. What the hell are you guys even talking about? Far stronger that feeling was the sheer uncanny nature of this reality I couldn't understand. My brother Keiichi, wasn't me, was in Hinamazawa yesterday? As I threw my away my humanity, turned into a demon, and was busy beating Satoko's uncle to death. I was having a great time at the festival last night.
You know, something similar happened. I guess. Where two people were walking around with the same person.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! What is going on? Who the hell stood in for me as I put my life on line looking so hard to achieve treasure like everyday status? Just on my bike, Keiichi, where was? Who was it? Another me? A nobody?
I love this chapter.
Now I watched Higashi where one died and one disappeared in accordance to Oishi's cursed. It was only a demon who had killed someone. Dumbfounded as I succumbed to a horrifying possibility, I looked around at my classmates. To make sure there was nobody extra I didn't recognize. Okay, so Satoshi's not there. To make sure I wasn't among them. It's a horrifying thought.
Among us.
That the real my brother Keiichi hadn't overslept and come to school on time. And that who was no longer my brother Keiichi had just waltzed in here. No matter how much I checked, the only people here were the ones I knew. The man I met every time I looked in the bathroom mirror was not here. What happens if Keiichi doesn't know what his face looks like? Ooh. That's why we haven't seen him. Ooh. Ooh. Teacher entered and everyone hurried back to their seats.
What would we have seen him?
CG is not in the original version of the game. Woo!
So true.
What am I supposed to set today? Has Satoko said a word, by the way? This is strange. Like life. I'm supposed to go back to my old fun life after yesterday. It's definitely a complete, incomparably mysterious world. It's completely different from both my old life and my recent one. Yes. This was without a doubt a different world than the one I've been living in until now.
Did he say that Satoko's here?
He said that she was here. I could have sworn he said when he was looking at the shoe rack.
Okay.
The classroom was surrounded by so many faces I knew, and I felt isolated. Cicadas sounded no different than what I had before, but they seemed somehow false. It was harsh and dry, making me think it was uncomfortable.
Oi, Rena.
Where's the Statue of Liberty located?
昨日の祭りだけどさ。俺、いつ頃みんなと合流したっけ?
Oh, that's what Matsuri means, huh?
To be honest, I was pretty excited afterwards, and I gulped down some cans of beer. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but I don't quite remember some things. For random babbling wasn't a bad excuse.
Alright, so it was Keiichi who got drunk after the festival.
Keiichi, did you just admit to me that you're drinking alcohol? Oh, that or admitting I'm committed murder. What? What?
What? I mean, drugs and your sister.
Yeah. Oh, the same thing. That was the same too. Oh, I call her. If we're ready to decide and invite her.
それでみんなでレナとミーちゃんとリカちゃんでサトコちゃんの家に行ってサトコちゃんを連れ出してサトコちゃんのおじさんすっごく意地悪そうな人だった
That part didn't matter. What was I trying to ask was
俺はそのいつ合流したんだ?
そんなことも忘れちゃってるのケイチくんだから祭りの前の日はよく寝た方がいいよって言ったのに
Just your sister.
俺はいつ合流したんだよ?
Suddenly threatening the man, the runner was lost for words. Oops, I shouldn't have rushed that. Told her I was sorry.
境内 ひょっこりと。リカちゃんと話してたじゃない。うん。巫女さん姿のリカちゃんと楽しそうに話してた。それでレナも加わって「はうんお持ち帰り」って。
リカちゃんと話してたのか。
ケイちゃん、用事か何かがあったんじゃないって私が聞いたらさ、ケイちゃん胸を叩きながら自分で言ったじゃないのよ。用事なんかより祭りで大暴れする方が大切だぜって。
I didn't say that. Never said anything like that. Never even went to the shrine grounds yesterday to begin with. Never had time to stop by a place like that. Went to dig a hole as soon as I woke up. And pretty hard time doing it. After that, I snuck in school, made a call. Called him out, lay in wait. And then started raining really hard. That kind of downpour, the festival should have come to a halt. Yeah, ask the question. Hey, did it rain last night? Oh, we swung on the shrine buttons. Thought there were Mion, the others dragged Satoko and out the shrine, and I was talking to Mion. I was talking to Rika-chan. Then, where would Rika-chan say we met? Teacher went out to wash her hands, so I ran over to Rika-chan's desk. Woo!
ケイイチとですか？
ああ、リカちゃんはミオンたちが来る前から俺と話してたんだろ。いつ俺に会ったんだ。いつどこで出会った。
ケイイチが何を聞きたいのかわからないのです。
俺昨日寝不足で半分頭がぼーっとなっててさ、何も覚えてないんだよ。
Rika-chan brought into my babbling.
ケイイチと会ったのは集会所から村長さんたちと出てきた時なのです。ケイイチは西宮殿の扉の前にいましたのですよ。
The what storehouse?
何？
何？
西宮殿？
Never a building called that before. Maybe I have, but at the very least I wouldn't know where on the shrine grounds it was.
村長さんがそこは神聖な場所だからみだりに近寄ってはならにゅうと怒りましたですよ。ケイイチ、それも忘れてしまいましたですか？
Still scared to ask anymore. When I asked, the more it became clear without a doubt that my brother Keiichi was present for the shrine grounds during the Wat Nagashi festival. The clearer that became, the more doubts, no fears I had. Who on earth was I yesterday? Where I was, he had a good time in my place. I managed to go the entire day without letting them notice. I wasn't there. Was there some guy just like wearing like a cardboard cutout of Keiichi and everyone bought it?
Yes. That's just it.
Yeah, so late last night. Which means at the very least that my brother Keiichi hadn't come home while my mother was still awake. The festival would have been closed because of the downpour. If I recall right, when I went back to the house of storage room to get another shovel, I think the clock said 7. It was already raining hard by then. The festival would have gone closed before 7. If I returned that early, it would definitely run into my parents. At the very least, they wouldn't have asked me where I got back last night. So my brother came yesterday. That meant he never went home. It meant the downpour happened. The festival was broken up. Everyone left. But he didn't go back to the house. That means... I have a natural conclusion. A wicked chill suddenly froze my spine and climbed up into my brain. That meant my Bara Keiichi was the same as Satoshi. One day he never went home. On the night Wata Nagashi, he never went home. The downpour interrupted the festival. On his way home, he suddenly disappeared. And I, who was dealing with the corpse, went home without a problem. I was so tired, I wasn't even hungry, so I went in my room without a sound and crawled into my futon. Who was I? That much was obvious. My Bara Keiichi. My Bara Keiichi was me. There might have been another one, but that doesn't make the fact I was my Bara Keiichi. Then, the other Keiichi Maibara. What was... what? I need to learn how to say Maibara Keiichi backwards. No, I'm not fucking doing that.
No.
Maybe I'll just reverse the audio. Hi, Tactical. Question was, as always, she seemed completely exhausted of life and navigating. Imagine ending to it. Last I've been for like Satoko. She felt with everyone at the festival and felt a little happier for a moment. And when she went home, the end of her dream, she'd probably gone to sleep afraid one of her uncle would return. And then this morning, her uncle hadn't come home. And then she went to school. Right now, she must have traveled by when she going hey. Uncle will need her when she got back. But you can rest easy, Satoko. Your uncle will never be coming back. I'm gonna tell this because I was killed him. Unless, you know, another one of him is running around, like there's another one of you running around, you know?
That'd be wild.
That'd be wild, that'd be crazy. That's right!
No.
I didn't do anything wrong! I did the best possible thing I could have done as Satoko's Nini. And not an atom in my body regretted it. And look! Calm down and think, Maibara. From a certain point of view, is it convenient there was another Keiichi Maibara? I buried the corpse perfectly. The beginning wouldn't happen. But if worse came to worse and it got out and the investigation got to me, I now had a strong alibi, able to profess the fact that I had been at the Watanagashi festival. But accepting something so creepy and using it as an alibi. Still, if I proved I hadn't gone to the festival yesterday, it would do no good and a whole lot of harm. That was what was left really, actually bad aftertaste. You'll forget about it, Mabata. Everything happened here today, before today. Just forget about the Mabata Keiichi was there yesterday too. So let's watch gently over Satoko for the day of her smile returns. And the day that will mark the end of this insane, all too long night. Excuse me.
それでは今日はこれで終わりです。皆さん、寄り道をしないでちゃんとお家へ帰るんですよ。委員長、号令。
Why do we have to go straight home?
起立。気をつけ。礼。
Goodbye! So many things. All my thoughts dismissed by many other things. I don't know whether or not the time is spent worrying and daydreaming, but either way, it became to end along with the class. Cheerfully, our classmate got their things and ran for the hallway. Mio and Vena and Rika-chan were packing as well. What about Satoko? The whole day, she seemed deflated. Well, her uncle may have returned last night, but she wouldn't have known he'd never return. How much I wanted to express that fact to her. Satoko packed up her pencil box and math book messily, and after the dark fence cloth, heaved a sigh, then went to leave the classroom. Suddenly, someone placed a hand on her shoulder and stopped her.
何ですの？私、ちゃんと水やり当番もやりましたし、プリントだってちゃんと。
Her words, possessed by a persecution complex, hurt. Spoke loudly so everyone could hear.
なあみんな、あのさ、今日は久しぶりにやらないか、部活。
Satoko always tried to attend to her uncle, so the club has been on hiatus. In our minds, our club was proof of a calm, peaceful life. The joy being together, I wanted to make Satoko realize her days of darkness was over.
レナは、いいよ。
It's not a yes or no, Rika.
そりゃまあ私は構わないけど、さとこがいいならね。
Under a condition. That was important. Ray went up to her, Satoko gave a worried look.
なあさとこ、久々にどうだよ。パーッとさ。
そのお気持ちは
Let's
嬉しい。
get crazy! Uncle may already be home. The smoke in her darkened eyes, her mouth unmoving.
さとこもさ、連日息が詰まるような生活をずっと続けててさ、もう窒息寸前だろ。そんなのは心にも体にも悪いだけだぜ。やっぱりたまにはパーッと弾けなきゃな。
放っておいてくださいまし。私だってそりゃ部活がまたやれたらと思っていますわよ。
One word, but she looked
みん
down.
なで遊んだ方が楽しいのはさとこだってよく知ってるだろ。俺たちは仲間だぜ。みんなで一緒に過ごすようにできてるんだよ。 サトコだって昨日みんなでお祭りで騒いで楽しかったろ？
When I said something, nearly said something, but it was too late.
ケイチさん、何を言ってますの？
My marshal listened to weigh her down, and she threw it off.
私がお祭りで楽しく、いつ遊んだって言うんですの？楽しく遊んだのは、ケイチさんだけじゃありませんの。
Was she just dead the entire time? We hope another was looking down. Vincent told me that Satoko hadn't gone to the festival. But Rena said herself that she wanted me on to Satoko's house to invite her, but she never said.
さとこちゃん、途中で帰っちゃったの。神社には行かなかった。
どうして？
So I considered what I just said with Satoko in front of me.
おじが家で待ってるのに、一人だけ遊んでると悪いって言って、神社の直前で。
私たちも引き止めたんだよ。今日はおじさん公認だから、ちゃんと遊んでも怒られないんだよって。
At some point, tears began well up in Satoko's eyes. Satoko was so afraid of her uncle that she couldn't even allow herself time with her friends and went home. No, she wasn't afraid of letting herself a good time with friends.
ケイチさんはいいですわね。みんなで楽しくお祭り一夜を過ごせて。聞けば大層盛り上がって大活躍だったそうじゃないですの。
No, I was murdering your uncle! God damn it! Smiling to herself, her tears began to fall.
私には養わなければならないおじがいますの。ケイチさんみたいにご両親にのんびり養ってもらってる人と
Sachiko, it's okay!
わけが違います
I
のよ。
killed him! We're Gucci!
サトコ。
楽しくお祭りが過ごせてよかったですわね。私の分まで楽しく過ごせて本当におよろしかったですこと。私だって部活がしたいですわ。みんなで楽しく大騒ぎして楽しくて楽しくて。でも今の私、そんなの
Able to withstand such violent emotions, a few teardrops slid down her cheek. Even though she was having such a terrible time, not once did she ever say that was hard for her. How sad, obscene bravery. But the days where Satoko had feel like that were over. Satoko didn't need to endure it, bear it anymore. She could forget about it now and smile. So frustrated not be able to tell her that directly. I said something I'm not sure I should have said before I thought about it twice, but that's everything you say,
帰っ
Keiichi.
てこないんだろ。あいつは。
Words were deeply meaningful to me, but I don't know if Satoko understood them.
帰ってこないって誰がですの？
ゆうべは帰らなかったんだろ。お前のおじは。
何を言ってますの、ケイチさんは。
No. 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 Don't say it.
あいつがいついなくなったって言うんですの？いつ？いつ？
Oh.
落ち着けよ。
Okay, wait. Maybe she's.
だって昨日あいつは。
Yeah, maybe she's just, you know, not.
ケイチさんが何を言ってるのか全然わかりませんでしたよ。
サトコこそ何を言ってんだよ。だってあの男は。
I killed him. Killed him yesterday. Killed him for sure. And I buried him. Buried him whole. He could have never returned to his house. Why would he said all those things out loud?
昨日だって私にいっぱい意地悪して怒鳴ってわめいて当たり散らして作ったご飯を投げられた。お味噌汁もひっくり返された。暑かった、汚かった、そしてお掃除も私がした。私が
catching up!
あいついる
Bud night.
朝ごはんの時起こせって言われたから起こしたのに怒られた。起こさなかったら
Can I ask a question? Guys, did it rain last night? It went pouring last night, right?
さとこ
Right? Hi, Nika. Because I went over Sako said few words of consolation. Consolation. Consolation? Sako ain't refuses words and thrusts Rika-chan away. Oh wow, she must be very upset to reject her.
いいに。いいに。早く帰ってきてよ。
Crying Satoko slowly walked out into the hallway. The moment Rika-chan went after her. I couldn't stop thinking about the words Satoko had spoken while crying. I buried her uncle last night. But she said this morning that it was impossible. I buried him last night, so she should have seen her uncle this morning. What was Satoko? At that point, I heard Mion's cold voice.
ねえケイちゃん、さとこのおじさんが帰ってこないって。
レナも聞いたよ。さとこちゃんのおじさん
Calling
が
on
帰ってこない。
Colin.
どうして？なんで帰ってこないの？
おかしいよね。だって今朝もちゃんとさとこちゃんのおじさんはいるんだよ。なのになんで帰ってこないなんて言うのか。
Guys, why are you acting weird all of a sudden? We were doing good. We were doing good.
言ってることがさっきから変。
Oh, Mion started speaking in strange and creepy voices. What were they doing? What were they saying? Damn
ケイ
it!
ちゃんはさとこの
Damn
おじさん
it!
がいると
Come on! We were doing so good!
お前ら何を言ってるんだ。さとこのおじなんかいない方がいいに決まってるだろうが。
それはもちろんいない方がいいよね。よね。
Something wasn't right! The next I knew Mion and Rena were
Yikes.
spinning thinly, and their eyes were dark and muddy in a way I've never seen before. Frozen to death. In our eyes, that mud seemed to fill the air.
さとこのおじは確かに嫌なやつだよね。私もいなくなった方がいいやつだと思うよ。でもさ、いるわけだし、仕方ないじゃない。
Right.
Nothing we can do. Something's wrong. Something's clearly wrong here. What the hell was happening? For a moment, chilly liquid-like feeling, as though my blood had been mixed with sherbet crawled up my spine. Very specific choice.
What's that like? Or, yeah.
そりゃ
How many times have you mixed your blood with sherbet, Keiichi?
I'm sorry to think Keiichi has a word of the day calendar.
仕方がなければどうするのかな。
Erg.
If there's no choice, what we should do?
I was trying to prompt me to say more. Really, there was no choice, so I fucking killed him. Golem protects Satoko.
それは
放っておきなよ。そのうち解決しちゃうと思うしさ。
さとこちゃんがおじさんがいるって言ってるんだからいる。ちゃんと昨日もいたし、今朝もいる。そうならそうでいいんじゃないかな。かな。
Mion and Ren was speaking unbelievably dismissively. How could they be talking like that? Mion and Ren, they were my friends. They were seriously worried about Satoko's abuse, weren't they? They would never blurt out something like this. And I definitely killed Satoko's uncle. No matter what Satoko or anyone else says, I wouldn't acknowledge it because him being alive was impossible. Let's go check where you buried that body. There's no way he was alive. It's impossible. And yet, since Satoko herself said he was here, then he was alive. I don't know why or how, but suddenly Mion and Rena were at my side, standing there silently.
Is this a skill issue?
ケイちゃん。
帰ったらね。
What
I don't know.
exactly? Which skill is being issued right there?
みーちゃんも
I don't know.
Oh.
ケイちゃんも一緒に行こ
I'm good.
もちろん拒否
Kind of
権
think like, where did Keiichi fuck up here?
What did I do? What happened last night? I killed someone. Alright, I know that itself is a fuck up, but like, not a enter the fucking Twilight Zone fuck up.
I mean, we've all been there.
A fucking up killing someone but entering the Twilight Zone?
I mean, people have gone to Twilight Zone for less.
I guess. Everything was there to say was strange. Actually, it's been strange ever since the previous night. Yeah, thinking back, it's been strange ever since killing Satoko's uncle. That creepy meeting with Takano-san was only the beginning. And same night was still continuing. Yes, it still hadn't ended. The Higurashi hadn't resumed their crime.
何どうしたのケイちゃん急に立ち止まったりして
ごめんなんでもないよ
I saw the system, I definitely heard them. Extra set of footsteps. That was proof.
No.
Proof that insane night hadn't ended. Mia left where she usually did and finally came to my house.
じゃあねケイイチくんお家で待っててねレナすぐに迎えに行くから
Was she remind me of one of her oversized garbage treasure hunts at the damn site? But that frostbite dragon's still there, Rena. It's not safe.
I go but there and it's a fire dragon.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
What's happening? Ah! Location speaks to me. The damn site was a little creepy. The damn construction site was completely outside the flow of everyday life. It was so remote that I won't ever went there unless they had to fight off that fucking dragon. Did you see that clip I showed you? Where I just fucking put the Skyrim final boss in the background?
Yes, I did.
I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna try to make this look pretty. I'm just gonna put that there. Imagine that's happening behind them. I think she's been wailing my mind for now. While now. Wait a minute, I ran at me on were strange. And they needed to be cautious. The warning siren's so freaking loud if only my head was split in two.
あレナ俺実はちょっと用事があるんだ
I have
用事何の
doing drugs and fucking your sister.
用事だよ用事
You know the distorted cicada thing, like sound in the background hasn't stopped.
Oh, those are. Oh, that's what it means by creepy cicadas. I could have just.
Cicadas, but it's like distorted.
I didn't think about that. I guess I'm just so used to like hearing like background chatter.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fuck, do these things always play when everything's going weird?
Yeah.
I guess I'll keep an ear out for them from now on. But finally, where's made her discomfort clear?
ごめん
The creepy
ちょっと
cicadas.
その言い出すタイミングを逃しちゃって
本当に
You're lying, aren't you? You just made up now, you liar. So Rena said to me.
俺頭が痛いんだ風邪かもしれない
I was out in the rain all night.
だから
I
病院に
mean,
行って
at least you didn't say
行
Usada.
きたいんだよ
Yet.
Yep.
本
That wasn't really a lie. My head did hurt a little bit, so I wasn't lying. Yeah, she could figure out my head hurt or not just by looking at it.
なら仕方ないね
I was staring me in front eyes for a moment. She fired a sharp needle-like stare at me. The tension in my body loosened. I felt like my knees might buckle.
診療所に行くなら早く行った方がいいと思うよあそこたまに早く閉まるから
That's stupid.
そうするよ
Stupid. You're stupid.
必ず行くんだよ病院
行くよ
To the hospital.
本当に行くんだよ
行くよ
Go for real.
I will. Seemed like Rena realized I was going to refuse her invitation for a while now. Well, serious she looks. Oops. She might actually call the clinic later to make sure I went. I couldn't say anything careless. My about getting checked on was just an excuse to decline a request in the first place. Let's go to the clinic. Actually, where I actually went, whether I went.
ちゃんと行くよ。なんなら明日病院のレシートを持って行ってもいい。
それいいね。必ずもらっておいてね。レナ、明日見るから。
Totally normal behavior. I was now ignoring it. Right at me, I must have been monitoring my movements. I feel like we're back in chapter 1 all of a sudden. No, we're far from it. All of it was insane.
Well, I mean, Watanashi went like that, so.
But what?
No.
Well, Reddit was fine during all of Watanagashi.
Yeah.
I'm mad, leaving the world out of order.
Wait, like the chapter or like the festival?
Yeah. Yes. Let me on acting so curious, and above all, of him being alive. Where was I? Himazawa Village, Shishibone. Ain't that much.
Yeah, man.
It's really the Himazawa I knew.
おい、前原圭一。ここはどこなんだ？
I asked, whipping around before the front door to face the one who has been following me in my wake all day. Nobody would have been there, of course. My Bada Keiichi, huh? That's what I called him, the one who'd been trailing behind me this whole time. The shadowy presence always clinging to me like I was constantly waiting for opportunity to change places. Footsteps always following me was another impossibility. It could have been a ghost, so it was just impossible. That strangeness must have been my ears, in my head, or Hinamizawa. The thing I could see was the exact same Hinamizawa I knew so well, and that gave me the creeps. Eventually, I decided to actually go to the clinic. I really didn't want to go outside. But the stronger feeling that was there, the fear of Reddit might actually be keeping an eye on me to see if I went to the hospital. But before I went to the clinic, there was something I wanted to make sure of. Well, that's school. I've forgotten something. Went back to the classroom and pick it up. As soon as the thought crossed my mind, I was overwhelmed by paranoia. I was just going to the classroom, but I hated so much having to be careful to fake it. After carefully verifying once more what I was watching, I went into the locker. Yes, Satoshi's locker. I committed the crime with the bat I found in this locker. Satoshi's bat. Then I threw the bat into the swamp. Which meant the bat shouldn't have been inside. But, what if the bat was still in here? It's a very dreadful and incomprehensible idea, but if that was true, it would explain a lot. The bat was in here. Yesterday's events would have all been a delusion. No, an illusion. I didn't kill anyone. I got into the festival. I had a great time rampaging about with everyone. It proved that my Bada Keiichi really was me. It proved that I was under some sort of strange assumption I killed Satoko's uncle. Oops, wrong button. Well, I wrote fantasy. That would explain everything. Nothing happened yesterday. I just got mad and able to separate my shocking, uncle-killing dream from reality. That would explain everything. If Bat was here, would I be able to accept that reality? If it was here, nothing would have changed. If it was here, it was just me and I gone crazy. Before I ran myself the worst, I opened the locker door. I was actually scared of opening it slowly, so I threw it open with a bang. And like the first time, the choking scent of smell and sweat like a sail tower came flowing out. Someone should really clean this. It seems like a biohazard. Like notebooks. There's also a shoe pouch. So the bat. It wasn't here. That's how I left when I took the bat out. There's no doubt. Yesterday really happened. Now I knew it was a lunatic. I felt relieved. You shouldn't. Same time, if I wasn't the crazy one, then he and Mizawa was the evidence of reality I found difficult to accept. There was some noise somehow creeping into everything I saw, and the world was losing a tiny bit of color. So what did I know about last night now? Oh, yeah, the bat was there. Shall I go? It's for real to the hospital? It was my first time going to the hospital. From what I heard, it wasn't far from school. My mom told me where it was. Big, easy to see road. Went straight ahead. Imagine going to the hospital for a fucking headache. Alright, so I have to say EDA clinic written on it. That's another one person, old man, there in the air-conditioned waiting room. Went up to the counter and told him it was my first time here. Man behind the counter glanced at the clock and said there would be a short wait. It's almost 5. Clinic hours beginning soon. Sat in an unfamiliar waiting room, isolated from everyone. I let myself feel the cool air. I actually felt relieved. What should I tell the doctor when he comes? Could tell him I had a cold, but it was a very picture of health. Actually, I wanted to have him check my head. I wanted someone to confirm for me whether I was really sane or not. Oh, now I'm about to be diddled. Come on, this just ain't my day. 4. Hi, coach. This is just a reskin of the nurse's office. You also look ridiculous in the outfit.
But I'm a doctor. Fuck you.
It's like, it doesn't fit him. The clothes don't look like it fits him. Ew. I actually like that the best. Because that coat has... Because he's wearing something stylish in the original Ryokishi. Well, stylish. He has a vest on, but... This just looks... I don't know. He rocks it better.
Got his sleeves rolled up.
He has swag. This,
That's swag.
no sauce. I forgot. Kids don't say swag anymore. They say sauce.
That's true.
Makes sense if he actually was a
Wait,
doctor.
they do? What?
Come to think of it, our teacher called him EDA sensei, didn't she? Isn't he so skibbity sigma, Griffin?
Carrying music.
Satsuko, didn't you have an Ohio time at the festival yesterday? Shut the fuck up. I'll be going now, thank you. Polite.
前原さん冗談です。さささ
His head looks like it was copy and pasted onto another model that's not his.
前原さんのすべすべのお胸を見せてください。
For some reason, I felt really relieved. That insane night, as much as I saw everyone gone crazy, he did the same thing he always does. I was really happy for it.
風邪ではないようですね。むしろ全身の擦り傷や切り傷の方が痛々しいくらいです。ひょっとして半袖半ズボンで藪の中に入って遊びましたか？切り傷から破傷風菌が入った可能性もないとは言えませんし。
I was chasing that man last night, and I've been skipping by bits of trees. I realized I had so many cuts. Adrenaline does that to you.
昨日のお祭りではしゃぎすぎましたね。若いというのはいいことです。
Once again, I apparently was to the festival.
監督も行ったんですよね。お祭り。ええ。もちろんですよ。私こう見えても綿流しの実行委員会の役員ですからね。俺に会いましたか？
Coach was the same coach I'd always known. I felt like I could trust him more than my weird friends. So I asked the pedophile.
実は私、本部テントでずっと会長さんたちとお酒を飲んでたんで、全然お祭りは見て回ってないんですよ。前原さんには会ってないと思います。そうですか。変わった質問をしましたね。ひょっとして今日寝不足ですか？
Say that.
いけませんよ。成長期はよく食べよく寝て育つんですから。
Who said I'll laugh? He didn't laugh in a natural way like Miana and Rena did. Coach was okay. He was the diddler from the world I knew. Wasn't someone from this abnormal world.
こんな話、きっと変だと思うんですけど、笑わないで聞いてほしいんです。 ねえ、どうぞ。思春期のシャイな悩み、大いに歓迎ですよ。俺とウリ二つな人間がいるなんてありえますか？
Couldn't expect that question at all. Couldn't say anything for a moment. Yes, we all do, Keiichi. Do you not know that? What? Yeah, when you enter Hinamizawa, you legally have an identical twin assigned to you.
自分と全く同じ顔をした人が
Oh.
あと二
I
人
didn't know what told me.
なんて話を聞いたことがありますね。
Should have been briefed about
お会い
this.
してみたいものですが。あと、おとぎ話にも自分の分身が登場する話がいろいろありますよ。ドイツのおとぎ話に出てくるドッペルのお化けなどは有名です。ドッペルのお化け？
What did I say in the first half?
ええ。自分の姿に瓜二つなんだそうです。不幸の前触れなんだそうで。これに会ってしまうと近いうちに死んで
Is that what the word comes from?
みたいな
Doppelgänger?
話らしいですよ。
You meet them. You're sure to die soon. Doppelgänger. They come from a German fairy tale? Is it a German word? Look it up for me. please.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I learned something new today. That's my quota.
そのお化けがひなみ沢に出るなんて話はありますか？さて、どうでしょう。
Oshima thought he was being teased, so he laughed in an exaggerated way. But when I didn't smile along with him, his laugh suddenly grew fainter.
すみません。ちょっと真面目な話のつもりだったんで。いえ、こっちこそ笑ってすみませんでした。何か気になることでも終わりですか？
Wonder if I should tell him. Then after resolving myself one final time, I slowly spoke.
俺、昨日はお祭りに行っていないんです。そうでしたか。お祭りは来年もあります。その時また。そうじゃなくて、俺は祭りに行っていないのに、みんなが言うには俺は祭りにいたらしいんですよ。こんなことってあるんですか？
After blinking his eyes in amazement, Coach thought seriously what I was trying to say. And he answered, choosing his words carefully.
お話を整理しますね。つまり前原君は綿流しのお祭りに行ったけど、その記憶がないということですか？
I was trying to say something completely different, but I suppose any sane person would come to that conclusion. At night, my brother Keiichi was actually at the festival, but I was saying I didn't go. I was saying my memories of going there had failed me. But that was absolutely impossible. That vivid act I committed during the downpour couldn't possibly have been an illusion. Scrapes of my body prove it, as the fact that the bat was in the locker.
違うんです、監督。俺は本当に祭りに行っていないんです。気を悪くしないでくださいよ、前原さん。前原さんにはこれまでに気づいたら見知らぬ場所にいたとか、そういう記憶の欠落を経験されたことがありますか？ないです。それに記憶を失ったとかそういうのじゃない。だってその祭りの時間には別の用事を確かにやっていましたから、寝てて意識がなかったとかそういうのじゃありません。その用事は間違いなく、大変失礼ですが何かの思い込みでなく。間違いありません。完全にはっきりとした記憶、いや事実です。お祭りの時間に神社にいなくてよそで別の用事をしていた。それをはっきりした形で証明できますか？
I can show you where I buried the body. What?
Huh?
That's right. I think it's true. Brought me to this. There's only one way to prove that I really wasn't at the festival yesterday. That was to show that there was no doubt I had killed. To be fair, if this another person in this town I would tell I killed Satoko's uncle can trust he would agree with me, I think it'd be Coach.
Yeah, he wants that guy dead.
少し横になりましょうか。心を落ち着けて。
He's like, I think, nurse, get Keiichi to the psych ward.
遠慮します。
少し神経に高ぶりがあるようです。鎮静剤を注射して少し目をつむってみませんか？それで。
俺は異常者じゃない。
Guys, coach was treating me like a deviant, so I raised my voice.
気に障ったなら謝ります。ですからどうか落ち着いて。
俺は絶対に祭りには行っていない。
Even he freaked out right
それは
now.
本当に間違いないんです。
分かってます。分かってますから、どうか落ち着いて深呼吸を。
あんたは全然分かっていない。
Coach was starting stupefaction.
分かってい
Stupefaction.
ますよ。前原さん、
Stupefaction?
あなたは
Stupefaction.
昨日はお祭りに来なかった。そうですよね。私は信じます。信じますよ。
Coach had a brief note in his records. He was writing German, so now his patient wouldn't know what it said. You can guess what he wrote.
あの時間に何をしていたか全部話さないと信じませんか？
いいえ、信じますから。どうか座ってください。
Before I sat, I tilted my head back a little. Blood in my face, all drained out and quieted down. Take a breath and make sure I'm calm now.
俺が祭りの会場にいることはありえない。なぜならその時間に俺は。
Should I tell him or not? I really didn't want to go on living like this, feeling like this horrible. And I said them the final fatal words.
聡子の王子を殺していたからです。
I smelled the concrete in the room. I could feel the air around us sharpen. Nobody moved. Only the sound of the clock ticking told us time had stopped. His mouth opened wide, coaching forgot to blink for a while.
あなたが聡子ちゃんのおじさんを。
Yeah. It's fine now, my bad, Keiichi. Don't hesitate. Admit it with all your strength.
はい。俺が昨日の夜殺しました。
I spoke clearly and fluidly.
そんなこと。いえ、それは愚問ですね。
聡子を救う最も直接的な方法だと考えるに至り実行しました。後悔はわずかもありません。
そうですか。
Coach smiled thinly and nodded a bit.
だから俺は祭りの会場にいるわけがないんです。
I left the brightness of my house for the darkness of the outside. After that, dug holes, made phone calls, I had my hands full. And then I attacked him, killed him, and buried him. It's pouring harder for the time. The festival started that evening. Due to the rain. There's still gaps in my memories. Late afternoon until it started to rain. There was no time for me to possibly go on to the festival.
その体中の傷はその時に。
そうです。聡子の家を少し行ったところに林道がありますよね。あそこで襲い逃げるあいつを追い町に至る一本道で殺すに至りました。
それは本当に。
Killing girl wasn't some wild fantasy. Could tell that coach didn't believe me. So I spoke slowly, not letting myself grow excited.
本当です。サトシのバットで殴り殺しました。そのバットはあいつが乗ってきたバイクと一緒に沼に捨てました。死体は殺した場所に穴を掘り埋めました。すべて自分が一人でやりました。
聡子ちゃんのおじはバイクで通りかかったんですね。ではあなたはそれを期待して延々と待ち伏せを。
あいつが家から出ないことは想定していました。だから電話で適当な嘘を喋ってあいつが出かけるように仕向けました。
電話で呼び出した。でもあなたの家と聡子ちゃんの家は離れています。電話をしてからではとても待ち伏せに間に合わないのでは。
襲撃予定場所から最も近い電話として学校の電話を使いました。
でも前原さん、当日は日曜日です。 学校には施錠がされていて入れないのでは。
偶然その時
You're asking a lot of in-depth questions here,
その
bud.
隙に入りました。
Hey, did it rain yesterday, by the way? It's kind of a few different questions.
I don't think anyone's gonna answer that question.
Looking for contradictions in my account.
信じましょう。あなたが昨日したことは夢とは思えない。
Explain everything, including minor
Hey,
details. How
hey,
someone
Jay.
actually committed the act to explain. What?
Question.
What?
Well, before you it continues auto scrolling. Question. Do you remember the hint that played at the end of that? It's at the end of that chapter?
What do you mean?
With the police?
He said they were talking like we saw him leave and like, hey, what's the status of her uncle? And then they were like,
Do
Right?
you remember if it was raining?
It wasn't raining because I have the video pulled up right here. The rain had stopped, and I thought about that when we were watching it last night. Well, the other night, and I didn't vocalize it.
Okay.
The rain had stopped. There was no rain. What the fuck's going on?
Just wondering, just wondering.
Coach realized that my story had no expedient coincidences or two convenient details that exist in a daydream delusion. Finally, anyone to believe me.
これでもまだ俺が記憶をなくして祭り会場に行ったと思いますか？
Coach slowly shook his head.
でもクラスのみんなが
Also, Satoko said her uncle's alive. You should probably open with that. That's the more glaring contradiction here.
あるわけがない。きっとクラスの皆さんはあなたによく似た誰かとあなたを見間違えたのでしょう。それに集団心理が働いて皆さんは
I would slap everyone if that was the case.
違いありません。
Could have mistaken me. Me and all the rest of the day were spending time with my Bada Keiichi. It's much more not mistaken for someone mistaken for me. Saying it out loud would just confuse Coach. He spoke to me in whispered tones.
罪の意識はあるんですか?
Sounded like he was criticizing me. If he had, I would have flatly said the same thing.
ありません。あいつのいなかった平穏な時間を取り戻すために行いました。だから俺はあいつを殺したことなんかさっさと忘れてこれまで通りに生活するつもりです。あいつが現れる前、サトコがいつも見せてくれた。
You should mention the fact that her uncle is philosophical.
犯行を誰かに目撃されたということは
ないと思います。目撃されてればもうとっくに逮捕されてるでしょうから。
私は医者です。人の命を救う職にあります。だから私から人間の命を奪うことを肯定する旨の発言はできません。だから私はあなたにこう言います。
Go slowly rose and placed a hand on my shoulder.
サトコちゃんも救ってくれて。
But I'm reporting you to the police. Oh.
Huh.
When I looked at him, I started to feel some tears of my own. I don't know why I was crying for, because you killed someone. You haven't allowed yourself to feel that. Fought back their tears.
おかしいんです。
おかしいとは
確かに殺したはずなのに。あの男は生きて家に帰ったらしいんです。
Keiichi, you should have opened with that. What?
状況にもよりますが、気絶や仮死状態など素人が見ると死んだようにしか見えない状態もいくつかあります。
I bashed his head in several times and then buried him.
脈を取ったわけではありませんが、確実に仕留めたと思います。
前原さんが襲った時の状況を再現してもらってもいいですか?
Coach wrote a health and fitness supposed to offer to me represent the bat. So I may have been lost in Motion's Beast that night. I remember the details, the number of times I swung the blade, the angles I swung from, and the force I had applied. Is the coach just standing for the uncle or boost them over and over one by one?
そして
Fuck,
あ
that
いつが
hurt!
足を取られてよろめいた時脳天にこう叩きつけました。その時これまでとは違った手応えがありました。頭蓋骨が割れたんだと思いました。
Coach was calmly analyzing this information, using the place struck in the situation at hand to find out what the uncle's body had been. What state the uncle's body had been.
死んだかどうか自信が持てなかったので、倒れた後も何度か殴りつけました。
その時の反応は？
初めは殴るたびに体が跳ねるような感じがありましたが、やがてそれもなくなり、何の反応もなくなりました。
Coach folded his arms and said, a few times. Then he spoke.
死んでいます。ほぼ間違いなく。
それは仮死状態ではなく、
前原さんの話からだけではなかなか判断がつきませんが、ほぼ確実だと思います。それに前原さんは死体を泥の中に埋め、結構な時間をかけて埋めていますよね。仮に30分で埋めたとして、その男は30分間も泥水に沈められていたことになります。それだけの時間、呼吸が止められたら確実に脳死します。
殴った強さ以前に埋める過程で確実に絶命したと。
そういうことです。30分間泥に埋められていて生きていられる人などありえません。
ありえないですよね。でも聡子は生きてると。
Coach Doctor just gave a stamp of approval that he was dead for sure. It may seem all the unfair that he could be among the living.
前原さん、これはとても恐ろしい想像なのですが、前原さんが殺した相手が叔父でなく
Yeah, that's
別人であ
the
る
logical
可
answer.
能性は。
He's right. That could be why. He cleared up the consistency might definitely kill someone, but he'd still be alive. Explaining about the festival
そんなはず
memory.
はない。だってほら、監督と一緒に聡子の家の前で酒瓶の袋を運んだ時、窓から顔を出した男がいたじゃないですか。あいつですよね。
No, Keiichi, that was
聡子のおじ
that
は
was his brother. From another mother.
ええ、間違いありません。
Oh my god, I forgot his name. But it was Shmepe.
Shmepe.
なんてことは。
聞いたことがありません。あの男だけです。
あいつの特徴を教えてもらえますか。
まず身長がですね、175、もう少しあるかもしれません。
In order to limit the worst possibility that I killed someone, Coach was going to thoroughly compare what a man in his mind looked like, what I told the person I killed looked like. No matter how in-depth my description was, none of the characteristics differed. Uncle's traits, according to Coach, were exactly the same as the person I killed. Those traits were all extremely vague, and they weren't particularly distinct at a glance.
もっとこう絶対にあいつだと識別できる特徴はありませんか。
そういえば、私は見たことはありませんが、聡子ちゃんが昔、背中に虎だかなんだかの入れ墨があるなんて言っていたような気がします。
入れ墨。
That was really important. Not everyone had a tattoo. If I found a tiger tattoo in the back of the man's corpse, we proved I killed the right one. Moment though, there was another thing I would verify this. Yeah, to go to Satoko's house and see, hey, is the uncle home? That was far more terrifying than dig up a body and look at his back. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. We're looking at that too, I knew for sure it's the one I killed had been Satoko's uncle. I cracked his head open and killed him. Yet he'd gone back home. Wasn't any misunderstanding, even a shadow of a doubt in my mind about having killed him. And yet, it's possible for him to exist. Kind of like how my brother Keiichi had been at the festival despite being over. The smoke coming out of it made me feel as though a faint breeze, but bizarre force was permeating an insane Himizawa.
一体どういうことなのでしょう。前原さんはお祭りにも行かず、里子ちゃんのおじさんを殺していたにもかかわらず、お祭りにはあなたがいて、そして殺したはずのおじさんも生きている。
何がなんだかさっぱりわからないです。そうやって整理して言うと、まるで俺が悪い夢を見ていて、実は殺人なんて存在しなかったんじゃないかと思えてしまう。でも事実なんです。この手でバットでガツンガツンと殴ったあの感触は絶対に夢や幻なんかじゃないんです。
Goes with a slow sigh and looking up at the clock got up.
ちょっとこの話、もう少し真剣にやりましょう。ちょっと失礼して、紅茶でも入れてきてあげます。診療所も終わりの時間ですからね。ジムの方とかも返してあげないと。
Coach stood up and went out into the hallway. Leave me alone. Talk was about to strike 6. So the festival and the uncle I killed was alive. I really committed murder yesterday. A whisper of fact proved what happened was the absence of bat from Satoshi's locker. In any case, I was glad the coach had taken my nonsense seriously. Just confessed to murder. Normally that would frighten a person away. The coach didn't run. He cried with me. I was glad he did. Like so, my tension smoothly melted away, and I suddenly realized I had to urinate. I had to pee! What the fuck, Keiichi? Griffin, I have to go and urinate now. What's that shadow?
I drank too much stuff, now I gotta piss.
Go, girl, piss. The price is not sounding
I found a bottle. What bottle?
I hid behind the wall and quietly listened in. Seemed like Coach was giving directions to the 2 doctors.
紅茶ですね。用意し
入れて、種類は任せます。味はミルクでごまかしてください。
Oh no! He's gonna diddle me!
眠気に不信感を抱く可能性もあります。興奮状態に陥って暴れ出す可能性も。
I can't tell what's worse, drugging me or the black tea.
男性スタッフはまだ何人か残ってますか？
山犬が1人。それに私たちを含めて3人です。
They have a dog? What was all this about? I think I was already agitated despite what Coach said. Was that just casual conversation? It's only sounding unbelievable to me. Coach said he would bring back some black tea and left the room. And then in the shadows, he was telling his subordinates to put some kind of sleeping powder in the tea. Plus, they were getting extra help in case I thought the sudden sleepiness was suspicious, started getting violent. That's what they just said, Keiichi. Thank you for recapping the past few minutes. Calm down, calm down. There's no way something this stupid could be happening. I mean, he's genuinely listening to my story and even crying with me. I thought he was the one person in Mizawa who would understand. This was...
作り話か虚言の兆候があり、特に昨日の記憶が完全に混乱、虚実の区別の喪失、多重人格等の精神障害に酷似しています。でもこんな急激な精神障害の発症は
Oh, so he does think he's crazy.
あるいは先天的、もしくは引っ越し前からそういう兆候があったのか。引っ越し前に精神科に通院例がないか調べたいところです。とにかく前原さんには穏便にお休みいただきます。
Jack has nodded deeply.
前原さんのご両親にも連絡しておいた方が良いですね。なんと言えばいいか言葉が思いつきません。
Damn, bro, you even freaked a pedophile out. What the fuck is wrong with you, Keiichi? He's like, that ain't normal. Sora's began to shed tears more and more. This was too cruel. I really thought he'd actually understood and believed what I told him. But now, from the other side of that wall, he was bluntly treating me like a crazy person. I believed you. I believed you. I let down my guard because I thought you were the only ally left in that insane night. And what was that a lie? All that make me think about Satoko's behalf? Were you just pretending in order to keep me placated? Urgh.
Placated.
Thank you. Frustration. I was an idiot. I was an idiot. I was such an idiot for believing that bastard! Her footsteps approaching the doctors. A man in dress shirt with no tie came running up.
入江先生、大変です。高野さんが見つかりました。
高野さんが一体どこに？
それが山中で焼死体で発見されたらしく。
Ah, there we go.
死んだ？
Yay! Now no one knows that I killed someone! Wait! I just confessed! Oh! Dead! Takuno-san? Hey, wait! Somebody that cursed their wish for death, that wish was granted?
I could just do that.
一体どういうことですか？
I wish for EDA to be dead. I wish for EDA to be dead. I wish for EDA to be dead.
他
Woo!
殺の可能性が極めて高いと。
Yes, she accidentally burned herself to death.
Yes.
As I cried, I laughed quietly. Serves you right. Serves you right. Rendered that woman, my murder would have been perfect. But she had just come driving up to me and tried to coerce me like that. Forget I haven't killed her on the spot, but now she was dead anyway. My curse, my wish for her demise, it was fulfilled. Serves you right. Serves you right.
リサさんが死に、高野さんが死に、一体ひなみ沢には何が起こっているというんですか？
Risa-san? Oh!
まさか
The
これが今年のお社様のたたりだなんて言うん
was
じゃ
the
ないでしょう
was that the girl with Satoko's uncle? Griffin.
The girl was such a
Risa-san. He just said that.
what? Did she? Wait, who was she?
I don't know. You know this game.
Oh, I don't know.
Go check who she is.
I don't know.
Are you fucking with me?
Risa.
I suppose you betrayed me. You pretended to believe me, but deep down you thought I was a madman.
Oh, it's Risa is Tomitake.
とりあえず紅茶の準備
Oh.
紅茶は
Yeah, it's his nickname for Tomitake.
Oh, okay.
That's one of those things where, like, when you read the manga, it has like a little like note. It's like Risa is Tomitake.
Shit, what do I do? What do I do, my body, Keiichi? This time I heard the voice of her nurse.
入江先生。あ、いらっしゃいましたか。お電話です。
今ちょっと忙しいので後でかけ直すと伝えてください。誰からです？
沖宮警察の大石様ですけど。
Hide's like, man, this is not my day.
出ます出ます。
I should have gone home. I should have clocked out early. Coach left to go to the answer the phone. I'm headed towards the room with the teapot to make the black tea, like the coach ordered them to do. Fortunately, Coach hadn't taken the phone call meant there was an extra time for me to act. I decide what to do now. Will that make me drink the sedative-infused tea or held down and thrown into a mental hospital? Nothing would come from starting a brawl here. There are more people anyway, and they were all bigger than me.
Oh, hold on, AJ.
What?
Audio cracking.
Aha, that sounds like a you problem. And not a problem for our lovely viewers. They could just tell Griffin skill issue. Ha ha ha.
Oh, it's Discord skill issue.
Discord skill issue. You're a Discord skill issue. Vance, I didn't stand a chance in hell. If I couldn't win against him, then there was only one thing left to do. Run. I was about to say the thing Joseph did, and I feared I would mispronounce it and say something really bad, so I'm not going to do that. Like I won't see the third tier spell of Magnet in Kingdom Hearts 2. Open the window behind me. Outside was the parking lot. There was no cars. A little beyond there, there's a bicycle taken to get here. Determined that this would be the quickest method of escape. Approached the window swift, but had little sounds, raised a little suspicion as I could. Speed and silence of a shadow, like I had in the night, I chased her uncle. I unlocked the window, opened it up, cooled and breathed, wafted. And then he Naruto runned. Took my head out and looked over the parking lot again. Nobody in sight. No need to hesitate. crawled inside out, closed the window behind me, held my breath in and listened carefully. Nobody seemed to realize I'd run. Looked around. Then I jumped on my bicycle and zoomed away. The pedals clattered under the force. Had my bike always creaked like this? Did the pedals always whine every time I pushed down on them? My bike wasn't the only one crying, though. The Higurashi too, no. My tears fell through and cut through them. They rode the breeze and scattered behind me. Ugh. I hate this, I hate this. I'm not the crazy one. Hinamizawa is! How dare you treat me like a madman? Die! Die! Just fucking die already! I believed you, I believed you. Suddenly a fucking nuke just drops and the entire town goes. Keiichi, you gotta stop asking people to die! But the reality was just waiting for me, only we had been too cruel. Who's insane? Me or Hinamizawa? Or was the answer something else? Started having trouble breathing. I didn't have any clue what was happening anymore. Loud chirps at Higurashi were irritating me. Where were even the Hinamizawa Higurashi I knew so well crawling in the wind? No, that wasn't quite it. They weren't calling. They were crying. The pain welling of those lost in some kind of rhythm in another world, knowing what will return to their own sunlight. I didn't do all that to end up in a world like that. And actually, at about this time, I've been having fun with everyone else. Satoko would have got her smile back after realizing her uncle wouldn't have ever come home. She might have shown it to us to the first club meeting in a while. That was the kind of world I wished for. So what was this? Why did I end up in such a strange, ghastly world? Someone I killed was living like normal and I enjoyed myself in the festival despite not being there. I don't want it. I don't want this strange world. When did it start to go wrong? When? When?
What?
After I thought about it, I never understood. Rose swiftly and returned to my home. It began to rain during my journey back, and just like yesterday, I was now soaked. But I didn't care about something so trivial right now. Pain I felt in my heart, that coach, the one person I trusted, was acting so cruelly, was far worse. Did I have no allies in Hinamizawa anymore? The naive thought at least one of my parents would side with me. I stepped in the front door. Wait, Keiichi, it'll be dark soon. There's something you want to check, right? Yes. I wanted to dig up that man's corpse and get a look at his back. With a tiger tattoo there, I knew without beyond a doubt he was Satoko's uncle. That long night wouldn't end until I was certain. This insane world was all reparation, all divine punishment, that I needed to make certain whether I had been successful enough to deserve or pay that price. Went to the storage room again and got the shovel. It had been washed in the rain, but the paint was peeling, making it look unsightly. I never ever wanted to touch this thing again. The sensation of my hands was totally different from the night before. There was a ruthless coldness about it. Yeah. It would be dark soon, so I need that lantern too. There'll be a little bit of light from the streetlights, but it would get extremely dark.
Oh.
So I put the lantern here, but I suddenly noticed it wasn't there anymore. He never mentioned he grabbed the lantern. I remember that. Of course. On that night, I hadn't brought the lantern back with me. I left in the place I buried the body. If I go get it soon, it'll be very dark. And the worst of it, I written my name on it just in case I left it behind. It's all over.
I love it.
It's all my bover.
It's my bover.
My bover. I go back to my I need to twist and disassemble it. But it looks like inside of the certain joints, somehow hard to push it and want to come apart. After strenuous effort, I realized I couldn't get it apart, so I decided to hold in one hand and ride my bike with the other. The downpour soaking me and the shovel in one hand. And riding one-handed. To return to that night. No, return was the wrong word. It's more like that night had never ended. The pain of the raindrops striking me was no different from then. The thing that was different was Hinamizawa. The world and nothing else. Rain clouds already making it dark, and now it's time for the sun to set. Till it's only get rapidly darker. Straight road leading to this town. In the middle of it. That should be where I buried it. Yes! It was near that streetlight. On that night too, the water from the downpour was splashing down from the streetlight overhang like a waterfall. Pouring rain was exactly the same it had been that night, and thus brought my race into focus. Left my bike in a bush and stepped in the forest, and the ground already soaked with mud. Where I buried him? Think. Darkness. The shadows.
Darkness.
The water. The mud. Everything was the same. Think. And then I spotted a lantern by a fallen moss-covered tree. That's right, I left it right there. I left the lantern here, then I would have buried him over here. The sensation of standing there in sludge, my feet remembered the spot better than my eyes did. Plunged my shovel deep into the ground. Wasn't that a Minecraft sound effect?
Yes.
It wasn't here. Dug it up so it should have been softer. Took my shovel down a few soft steps. What does it feel like? One of them clearly felt deeper. Called where the lantern was, where the trees and things were relation to each other. And I knew it had to be there. And here's such a man's corpse. It would definitely be that tattoo of the tiger on his back. But if it wasn't there, then I made a horrible mistake and killed someone completely unrelated instead. The more days it's
That would be awful.
Maybe it was another pedophile. All right, thinking of committing murder. You killed Hitler, Keiichi. He was hiding out here in Japan and completely disguised himself. At that time, I would kill him for sure. But what if the tattoo was there? That would mean I killed Satoko's uncle. But that would be terribly strange. I killed him for sure, then who was the uncle at Satoko's house this very moment? Bakana. And one more, I was using the word impossible to refer to. Used that word quite a few times today. If I had to make the words impossible fit just one thing, what would it be? That much was obvious to me. I shouted and turned behind me. There was nobody there, of course. Been bothering me for a while, but those footsteps have followed me this entire day. Now, an extra set of footsteps has splashed behind me. No one's actually there, no indications of anyone even. But they were there. That's right. Thinking back, the first thing I heard was those footsteps after Takano-san and I had parted. Those footsteps were my welcome to this strange inside-out world. No one could be there. Get no response. Whoever it was, they kept staring at me. It wasn't ominous. It was just unpleasant. Strange and empty space for a while. I bathed in the rain. My logical anger stripped away. My tension loosened and I felt tired of his head. Tasted that feeling that night too. Sudden exhaustion, I felt the tension in my brain loosened. My vision quickly narrowed and I felt like everything around me had suddenly gotten darker. Couldn't give in to that sensation. With light, with a little explosive left my brain and forced myself to keep going. Need to dig up that man before my stamina ran out. Need to see the tattoo on his back. Caught my suddenly ragged breath calm down. Then I stuck the shovel in the soft, muddy ground again. Felt exactly the same as that night. Sense of digging into a hole in the breach, with water coming into every wave. What day was today? Had I gone back to the night watching Nagashi? Every strange thought that came to my mind tormented me. Given my exhaustion, I think I managed to hold those thoughts back. Once the hole was deep and illumination finally faded, blanketing my vision in jet black. Probably the moment the sun had fully set too. That night I feared the worst, and gone without using much light. My senses were so strained that I could even see in the darkness. Now I didn't have that kind of strength left. It drained everything I had last night, and now the darkness would be lethal. I turned on the lantern. Putting on the first setting will make it give off a faint light. Even with how little there was, it was enough and people would be able to see it from far away in this rain. I grabbed the chilled lantern, turned the dial back with a click, and set it to the weakest light setting and turned it on. A canny world of silhouettes appeared before me. Stop saying uncanny, Keiichi! Stop saying it! Not like strangely shadow world, by entering my in some branches. Only turned on the light, and it's like took to make the world into something else. I let out a quick, tired breath, wiped the liquid near the rain sweat from my brow. I was ready to shovel in the air and slammed it into the mud. In that moment, the silhouettes surrounding me honestly all moved at once. Inside my head, something packed in there, something coarse but hot cold was loudly rushing about. The silhouettes all around me looking down at me. One of them, a silhouette bigger than the other one, stepped forward.
Oh.
Oh! 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 Hi, Oishi!
Hey.
It's the police! Thank God, I'm not crazy. Oh shit, it's the police.
It's the police. I'm digging up a corpse right now.
おいし
目上の人にはその後に3もつけるとなおよろしいかと思います。
Man, this ain't Keiichi's day.
大人になってからいろいろと苦労しますし。
Wasn't only Oishi, but 5 or 6 in a row, men wearing raincoats. No inkling that this many people have gone so close. It's like once I turned on the lantern, they just appeared there, sliding out of the shadows.
どうぞ私たちのことは気にしないでください。森の木立だとでも思って。
Don't mind them.
そうです。私たちのことは気にされず、どうぞ穴掘りをお続けになってください。こんな時間にこんな土砂降りの中でそんなにも真剣にやっているんですからね。邪魔なんかしませんよ。心ゆくまで掘っちゃってください。
No, thank you, I said. When I tried to get up and turn around, 2 men blocked that route. I'm sorry. I thought I left my car keys here. Whoopsie daisy. I'll be going home now. As I soaked in the mud bath I dug for myself, look at the silhouettes looking down at me. Oishi squatted, picked up my shovel and threw it at my feet for me. Bounced loudly off the mud and hit me in the face. Ow!
Metal pipe sound.
You have the button. I'm not doing it.
Damn it.
Good person, this is silhouette staring at me, and slowly I stuck the shovel into the mud again. I felt like I was digging my own grave. I kept digging when it mattered whether there was a tattoo or not, because a man's corpse would eventually appear. It was all my blower. Ran on all sides and nowhere to go. Maybe I should just...
All my blower.
Maybe, Keiichi, you should just end it all. It would be easier at this point. All here.
I mean, TBH.
What's it, Takano-san? There was only one person to make the connection between me and this place. She's fucking dead. Shit, I knew she deserved to die. Was it the person he told about explicit detail? Bam. Or she kicked me in the back, which took me by surprise, sending me flying to the mud. Playing dirty, man.
ちゃっちゃと掘っちゃってくださいよ。雨の中で待たされる方の身にもなってほしいもんです。
くそ、そんなに雨が嫌なら帰ればいいだろう。
Boy, she kicked some mud into my face.
口より先に手を動かしてください。口と手を一緒に動かすのは落語家だけ。ねえ。
Man, fuck the police. Know where they should laugh, or she glared at them, saying, mumbling out pain chuckles. Who was this guy? Maybe the world had changed after that night. But if I was even further back, didn't start this guy showed up? That was when our peaceful days had been taken from us. Since he showed up in Yamazawa, things have been odd. Everyone stopped smiling, the world went crazy! The ground on my feet gradually got harder and heavier. At this point, even I started to think something was odd. Look, we've been going for an hour and 45 minutes. Leave me alone. My exhausted peak, and I sat down on the spot.
いつまで掘ればいいんだよ。
最近の若い人は体力がありませんね。おい。
Oh, she's just the man all pulled out the one sinister living shovel. Watch a daze. One of them grabbed me in my collar, dragged me out of the hole, and then threw me onto the ground. The man stepped in the hole and I dug, and started shoveling themselves. I stared at them, dumbfounded. What she sauntered over, squatted down to look at me directly.
前原圭一さん、あなたの趣味は雨の夜の穴掘りですかね。
I responded when she took one of the buckets they were using to bail out the muddy water. I scooped some of the stuff out and splashed the whole thing in my face. You're playing really dirty, man.
今日は大雨ですから、これ以上いくら濡れても全然わかりませんね。
So she smiled to himself and scooped out another bucket full of muddy water.
もう一回聞きますよ。あなたの趣味は雨の夜の穴掘りですかな。
そんな趣味のやついるもんか。
Splash. What did she hit me with another bucket full of muddy water? The pebbles in it stung.
あの穴を掘ると何が出てくるんですかな。私、花坂じいさんのここ掘れワンワンってのが昔から憧れでしてね。
As he spoke, the buckets threw muddy water again. The splash hit my face again.
あそこにどんな宝物が埋まってるんですかね。私にちょっとだけでも教えてくれませんか。
If you wanna know, then dig it your own time. You fucking pig. Wasn't saying out loud, boy. She mercilessly drenched me in muddy water again anyway. Shit. If only I hadn't shown up, the world would have been gone wrong. Ever since he shut up, things have been strange, like life. Satoka got abused by her uncle. I ended up killing him. The world went to shit. He was how it all began, because of this culprit. He splashed a bucket of mud in my face. My instincts were seasoned with anger. Die. You die too. Strange power to kill someone by cursing them like with Takano-san, then you're dead. And then you won't be in order to show someone's curse. It'll be mine. I'll curse you and kill you all.
反抗的な目つきですね。これを機に少しそのあたりをお勉強してしまいましょうか。今は平和な時代ですがね。私があなたくらいだった頃は何でも鉄拳制裁が普通でして。
おいさ。
One of the men in the raincoats wiped his foot off and called Oishi over. Oishi tossed the bucket away and turned with an evil grin on his face.
はいはい、何でしょうか。
これを見てください。
Acceptance or maybe resignation. I wanted to say to them, so you blockheads finally found it. Yeah, that's right, I'm the one who killed him. But you're the police, so it's your own job to figure out who he is, right? Come on, prove to me that he's really Satoko's uncle.
何ですかこりゃ。
多分古い排水管ではないかと。あそこの用水路に繋がっているようです。
ぶっ壊しちゃいましょうか。どうせ使ってない缶でしょ。
You don't know that.
おいさ。
An old drainage pipe.
かなり手応えが硬いです。これより深くってことはありえないと思います。
掘る場所を間違えました。
いえ、初めのうちは明らかに掘り返す感触でした。ですが、このくらいを掘った頃から急に硬くなりまして、多分もともと掘った穴よりも深く掘り進んだのだと思います。
Did the body go down that drainage pipe then?
じゃあ、つまり何ですか。ここには穴があって何もなく ただそのまま埋め直されたと皆さんそうおっしゃるわけで。
What? What are they talking about?
こりゃ参ったな。ねえ前原さん。
Wish you got my collar and dug me the hole they dug. But it's out like an ocean. I couldn't see any drainage pipe down there. Instead of a shovel, let me hear it clang against something hard. There's no doubt I buried him right here. But I haven't buried him this deep. I didn't dig deep enough for an entire drain pipe. So, then, this man, his corpse, where was it? Proof just in the night was gone. Gone. Then what on earth was I?
Gone.
Was I actually crazy after all? To possess the illusion I killed someone. That couldn't be it. It was an unmistakable truth. It could have been an hallucination. But now the important evidence is that all the illusion was gone.
Gone.
I killed him. I buried him. I had absolutely unwavering confidence in that fact. Then, did I fail to kill him? After he left here, he started breathing again, crawled out, and gone back to Satsuko's house. Was that it? I come here.
Got up and he's like, "Damn, that sucked."
Fuck that kid.
Anyways.
Yeah, yesterday, what was I killed him. I buried him. There was no doubt. But for some reason, he lived and crawled back out, and that was impossible too. I'm still hearing the word Bakana over and over. I get it. I get it. I know. Dead people don't play by the rules here in Hinamazawa. Then I'll kill you as many times as I need to. I'll keep killing you until you never show your face to Satoko again. Shit, did I say all that out loud? I gotta stop
Everyone's just looking at him like, bruh.
I gotta stop doing that. What do you want to say? What do you want to do? I stiffened, tensing up, and then Oishi just ignored me like I wasn't even there and passed right by me. The other men too, they ignored me and shuffled away. Eventually there was no longer a sign anyone was around, and I returned to my quiet world of stillness. Of silhouettes. The only one left there was me. The lone sound of rain pouring rain filled up the silence. Oh my god, it's been almost 2 hours. Please tell me that's it. Thank you.
Hey.
Ugh. What's the name of the trophy? Come on, hit me. Gone. Turned up nothing.
Gone.
Inquiry request. Okay, done with Lisa transmission recording. June 20th, 8:08 p.m.
こちら沖宮 PS 感度良好です。
車両ナンバー紹介をお願いします。獅子骨歯の4344。
副将獅子骨歯の4344。少々お時間もらえますがよろしいですか？
お願いします。
Number match. Owner. Address. Vehicle make and model. Staff reports none. Special mention, something of note.
沖宮 PS より大石社どうぞ。先ほどのナンバーが判明しました。大石社どうぞ。大石社応答願います。あれ？電波悪いのかな。大石社応答願出ませんね。
大石さんが車両紹介？誰の車だよ。
村人の車ですね。至って平凡な。
何者だよ。大石さんが聞いてくるからにはただものじゃないんだろ。
突起事項欄は完全に空欄ですね。S 号指定もなし、減点もなしだし。
パッシングでもされて腹が立ったんじゃないの？
Who is it?
根に持つとなかなか忘れないタイプなんだよ。
Who is it? Fuck you, game! Why is that completely pitch black?
Hmm?
Record of malice. That was completely pitch black. He said it smelled. He said the food smelled. He said it smelled because I smelled. He said I smelled because I don't take baths. He said I got 3 times a day because I was a smelly person. He said to stay in the bath for a long time every day. Possessed by something too. Same man who died said. What did you know that man said before? That much is obvious. The same thing that possessed the man is now possessing him. Can't a sudden earthquake make a big hole in front of the house? If he did, he would definitely go and look at it to it. Then not just push him in. Won't give him in until I get a chance. Won't give in. I won't cry. Won't give in. I won't cry. Ah, someone's apologizing again.
Oh, someone's apologizing again.
Griffin!
Yeah?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know what. I don't know what's going on this chapter.
I
Chapter's
am
weird.
so lost.
There's a lot of things happening in this chapter. There's a lot of things happening in this chapter. It did say that the difficulty was nearly impossible at the beginning of the chapter.
Fucking
Didn't it? I can't
Yep,
remember.
it did.
Yeah. Difficulty is nearly impossible.
I'm so confused.
Me too.
Any last words for the people, Griffin?
Any last words from you? Alright.
Until then, have a gay old time, y'all. Peace.